Welcome everyone. Assalamu alaikum. Today's lesson we're going to discuss about lesson 6.3. Lesson name is Piecewise functions. We're going to discuss about our lesson objective is write a piecewise function, evaluate a piecewise function. First of all, what's a piecewise function? It's nothing, but it's very simple. It's nothing but combination. So either way we can call a piecewise function is a combination of different functions. A combination of different functions. I can make it more clearly. Let's take an example here. I hope it will help you a lot. Look at that. This is age group and this is about the ticket rate. You know, for different age group you will often see the ticket rate will be different from of different age group. I've written something here. Below 13 you need to pay only 5 dirham. 13 to 55 you need to pay 15, and above 55 it is written 10 dirham. That means for different age group we have different ticket rate. It's piecewise. The rule is not same for the whole. The rule function means the rule. So different rule for different age group. Today's lesson I'm just showing you how can I write this piece of information as a function. Mathematically, we write it as, we use like the function f of x equal to, then you just open a curly braces like this. The whole function is talking about the ticket rate. What's the ticket rate? Is 5, so I will write 5. F stands for the ticket rate. 5 for what? I need to say the age group. Age group, this is the domain. Okay, so this is the domain. Age group. So how would I write below 13? Below 13. So age starts from 0 to less than x, less than 13. This is the way how we write it. Of course, the age starts from 0. Then I have 15 as the ticket rate, so I will write 15. And what would I write in it? What would I write in here is from 13 to 55. So I would write 13 less than x lesser than 55. So where should I write 13? See, there's a small change in this. I should write 13 less than equal to, lesser or equal to. If you hit 13 you will have to pay 15. So this is the way we write it. And then we are not done yet. Yeah, we have one more information about 10 dirham. So f is 10. F is 10, and how would I write 55, above 55? I can write it as x greater than or equal to 55. See, I didn't write equal to in here. So this is the way we write a piecewise function. This is a piecewise function. Why it's a piecewise function? Because it's a combination of different functions, or the rule is different for different domain. Different domain. Domain is our age group. And this typical function, like where you have f is constant everywhere. Constant from 0 to 13 it is 5, so constant. So that's another word for this piecewise function. We call it as a step function. Okay, this is a step function. So the example I took for the piecewise function is a step function because f is constant throughout the given domain. That's all about writing a piecewise function. This information we wrote it in this way, so we know how to write it. Now we will move to evaluate a piecewise function in while. So now we know how to write a piecewise function. We will move on to how to evaluate a piecewise function. In here, it's given to you. You don't have to write the piecewise function, isn't it? F of x is already here. And is it a piecewise function? Yes, because the rule is different for different domain. X value. This x value, the domain, you have this rule, and for x greater than 2, this rule. So you have a combined function. So it's a piecewise function. How are we going to evaluate? Evaluate each piecewise function for x equal -1, x equal 4, and x equal 2. So we are asking when x is this value, what could be the y value? Okay, are you ready? We will see. And if you remember, when we evaluate a function, what we do is we plug in. We plug in the x value in here. So let's have a look at when x equal to -1. So I'm going to evaluate f when x is -1. What would I do? I have to plug in. Where I shall plug in this one? Because you have two different rules. So the first thing is you need to choose the rule. So you have to see where is x -1. Is it x here or here? Can you say that? X is less than or equal to 2. I think x equal -1. Yes, x equal -1 is will follow this rule. X less than or equal to 2 means you have at 2 and all the values here, and you know 0 will be here and -1 will be here. Yeah, so it has this rule. So I would write this f of -1. See the way how would we write is f of -1 is equal to, I need to plug in -1 in which rule? Is it in this or in this? Yes, we notice in 2x plus 1. So 2x is -1 plus 1. We have f of x 2x plus 1 because that's what x is. And you know, to evaluate 2 times -1 will give you a -2. It's going to be -2 plus 1, and -1 plus 1 will give you a -1. So we are done with x equal -1. Moving on to x equal to 4. So x equal to 4. Now you know, right? Which rule I would choose is where x equal to 4. Don't you think x equal to 4 would be here? Because x greater than 2, draw the number line. 2 is in here. If so, then 2 greater than 2 is the whole this, and you can find, so 2, 3, 4 is going to be here. So I have the rule x square minus 4. So f of x is x square minus 4, and I need to evaluate at x equal to 4. Evaluate, plug in at x 4. f of 4, x square means 4 and square minus 4. 4 square is 4 4 is 16. 16 minus 4 will give me a 12. So I'm done with that. Finally, x equal to 2. X equal to 2. Where can you find x equal to 2 in the domain? Choose your domain properly. See here and there. Where I can find equal to 2. Important, see? Equal to 2 is here. X is equal to 2. So the rule is again like how I chose for x equal to -1. Here I need to choose the same. 2x plus 1 is the rule. So at x equal to 2, f of x is 2x plus 1. I repeat, because it's equal to 2, it should be here. The rule should be this. 2x plus 1. I'm going to evaluate at x equal to 2. F of 2. Evaluate, plug in. Wherever you find x, put it. Plug in there. 2 will remain that 2. X is going to be 2 plus 1. 2 times 2 will give me f4. 4 plus 1 will give me f5. And that's it. So that's the end of evaluating a piecewise function. Hope you understood. The first thing is you need to see x, the domain, choose the domain and choose the rule, then plug in. Okay? You need to choose the domain properly. You need to choose the rule according to that, then plug in. That's it. Thanks for watching.